Welcome to another video, guys. Today we're going to do our weekend fishing forecast for the weekend of October 23rd, 2020. And I got to tell you, I think this weekend's going to be a pretty good bite. We do have a little bit slower tides, and the wind is going to definitely play a factor into where you're going to be able to fish. And we're going to talk about the wind and the tides a little bit later in the report. First off, I'm going to kick right over to some of the fish that we've been catching all week.
You got one
Nice fish right there. Watch that motor. Nice red. You have to go back there, let him go. You got him? You turned him. We just horse him around here. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That was a good job. That's not natural. Oh, there we go. Oh.
The fighting chair.
You got it now. You good. Hit it.
Hey, I'm on camera, but I gotta sell it up. You don't think these drags are right on all the shows?
TV drag, baby.
Holy crap, he's right. That's right there, look at him. I can't even see him.
Stand up.
Let him go. You got to pick. Are you going to let him go around the motor, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm reviving it. So let's talk about what you should be doing to catch more fish this weekend. With the way the tides are set up for this weekend, and the way the wind's going to be, it looks like we're going to have a pretty brisk easterly wind, and we're going to be having big outgoing tides they last almost the entirety of the day. So we're gonna have a lot of water movement just over a very long period of time. So you're gonna really wanna slow down and just work for your bites. I just got done with a fishing trip right now, and we caught a bunch of snook and reds today, but we had to work for it. We had to go spot to spot, and we just grinded it out and got a bite here and a bite there, and we're just patient and consistent and methodical in the way that we were fishing, and we caught fish. Now, if you have a big enough boat, these types of tides are the exact tides that I like to fish for snapper and grouper this time of year inside of Tampa Bay. I don't have my big bay boat back yet, so I'm unable to do that. So we're stuck inshore. We're gonna be catching snook, reds, trout, mackerel, stuff like that until I get my new motor. But like I said, we're gonna go over in detail very shortly, so stay tuned. And when I click over, I'm gonna show you guys what parts of the tides you wanna be fishing for this weekend. It's forecasting to be partly cloudy to mostly sunny, and then with some scattered thunderstorms. So that's pretty normal for Tampa weather this time of year. The big thing you gotta watch out for is when these storms are picking up, it seems like there's a lot of wind in them. Right now, it's probably blowing about 10 knots out of the east, and it's been blowing out of the east all week. So I anticipate the wind direction to stay the same for the weekend. So it would be a great weekend if you plan on doing any beach fishing for kingfish or triple tail, or any of the closer reefs in a smaller boat. It would be a good time to go out there if you're on the easterly shorelines. Looking at tides, guys, for October 23rd for Old Tampa Bay. We're gonna have a high tide at 7:12 tomorrow at Gandy. So a little before daylight, we're gonna have peak tide. Today, I would say the tide didn't really start moving until about 10. So if you're gonna go fishing tomorrow, just plan on your bite. I think the salooners here are off a little bit, the fish activity on this chart. I think more of the bite is gonna be right here, which is between 10 and noon, which we did catch fish from 8 to 10, we caught fish, but it was a fish here and there. It wasn't super great, and I think it's pretty much gonna slow down for the afternoon tide into the evening. This right here is gonna be almost no water movement. So if you just wanna fish the afternoon, I think you'll be able to catch a few fish, but I think most of those fish are gonna be feeding between 10 and let's say about 1 o'clock is when you wanna be doing most of your fishing for Saturday. And of course for Sunday, and we have a very flat tide. It doesn't look like the tide's really moving. This is gonna be more like how Saturday afternoon. It's gonna be a very slow bite Sunday. I probably wouldn't run my trip until about 1 o'clock if I was running a charter on Sunday. And probably try to fish like 1 till about 5. That's probably when your best bite on Sunday is gonna be. Now, I will say something about these slower tides right here. You see how slow that arch is? When you're having these lower tide coefficients, that makes for great snapper and grouper fishing because the tide's moving just a little bit, but with that tide you can really get some chum out there and bring the fish to the surface. So if you're gonna do grouper or snapper fishing this weekend, first thing in the morning on Sunday and Saturday, I would do an afternoon bite. We're gonna go to the salooner activity now. Your major salooner is gonna be from 9:09 a.m. to 11:09 a.m. Your minor is gonna be from 2 a.m. in the morning till 3:18. For Saturday, your major feeding time is gonna be from 8:21 to 10:21 a.m. And your minor is gonna be 1:20 a.m. to 2:20 a.m. Now we're gonna go head over here to the weekly forecast. We're gonna head over here to the wind. So, as you can see, it's been very windy. I mean, this wind here is just relentless. It was 17 today, out of the due east, and it looks like that's what's gonna be happening all weekend. So east 14 for Saturday, east 13, and that means probably gusts to 15 or 16, guys. So just make sure you are watching those shorelines and be smart about it and get out there and catch some fish. Now let's talk a little bit about the bait situation in Tampa Bay. We've been fortunate this year and we haven't had any early year cold fronts to really push the bait out. So Tampa Bay is literally crawling with bait fish. We have greenbacks and threadfins on every flat. Just search for the birds and get out there early and get some chum in the water, and you should be able to catch enough greenbacks to fish with in just a couple throws. Thanks for watching your Tampa Bay fishing forecast with Captain Jason Dozier. If you like fishing videos and how-tos, and you want to be in the know of what's biting every week, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and let me know what other types of videos you guys want to see, because I want to put out content that you guys want to watch. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys out on the water.